dreamy destination, the second largest city of Bulgaria, beyond Sofia, part cozy and part chic, clad in cobblestones and filled with history, where art galleries compete for sidewalk space with tiny wine bars. Plovdiv blends ancient history with a vibrant modern culture. It takes about 2.5 hours to get from Sofia to Plovdiv by train, and it can constitute an excellent day trip from Sofia if you leave early. Plovdiv has been recognized as one of the oldest settlements in Europe, and in 2019, the city deservedly won the title of European Capital of Culture. Our exploration of this lovely city started from the Plovdiv Old Town. In the cobbled street of the Old Town, where the time is stopped and brings magic as nowhere else, you'll find not only beautiful architecture and history, you'll find happiness and joy. The Old Town of Plovdiv is a unique city within the city, with its own rhythm and lifestyle. The architectural reserve features archaeological sites, museums, art galleries, old houses and public buildings, religious temples, cafes and restaurants, romantic courtyards, and picturesque cobblestone streets. Isa Kapia in the Old Plovdiv is a medieval gate built in the 11th century AD and was once the eastern entrance to the Acropolis of ancient Plovdiv. Today, the gate is framed by revival period houses built into the walls of the former fortress. Just downhill is the Regional Ethnographic Museum, housed in a midnight blue building with an undulating tiled roof. The museum is a prime example of the mid-19th century Baroque architecture. Plovdiv is most famous for its massive amphitheater in the center of its old town, ancient theater of Philippopolis built nearly 2,000 years ago by the Romans. Despite its age, it's one of the best preserved amphitheaters in the world. For such an impressive Roman ruins in great conditions and in a central location, we were surprised that it was not crowded with tourists. We had it all for ourselves. Damaged in the 5th century, it got buried and was eventually forgotten. It wasn't until the mid-20th century that it was discovered thanks to a landslide. Its restoration is an absolute masterpiece, and the theater is now used once again as concert and theater venue in summer. It can seat 5,000 to 7,000 people. Philippopolis in the modern city of Plovdiv, Bulgaria, was an ancient city ruled by Thracians, Macedonians, and Romans, all of whom have left their mark on this historic city. Highlights include the ancient Forum, Theatre, and Roman Stadium. The Roman Stadium is just a 7-minute walk from the ancient theatre of Philippopolis. The Stadium of Philippopolis was built in the beginning of the 2nd century AD. The ancient Stadium of Philippopolis is located under the main pedestrian street of Plovdiv. Its northern part is found at Jumaya Square. There you can dive underground at the original level of the ancient town. Before the excavations in the 1970s, which uncovered the Roman stadium, Jumaya Square was the most popular public square in Plovdiv. It has carried many names throughout the years, but its last one comes from the neighboring Jumaya Mosque located within the square, which is the main Muslim temple in Plovdiv and one of the oldest Ottoman cult buildings on the Balkans. The next step is Nebet Tebet, a 12-minute walk from Jumaya Square. The Old Town of Plovdiv stands atop three Sinite hills, and the northernmost one is known as Nebet Tepet. Here's where Plovdiv's oldest iteration once stood, a settlement that was founded all the way back in the Copper Age and eventually grew into the ancient Thracian city of Eubolpia. The ruins of its fortress still stand over the rest of the city and are accessible to visitors. The hill also offers a gorgeous panoramic view of the eastern, northern, and western sides of Plovdiv. We ended our trip at the Tsar Simeon's Garden and the Singing Fountains. An area often referred to by Plovdiv citizens as the lungs of the city. The park embodies the artistic spirit of its host country, shaded by ancient trees and surrounded by recreational opportunities. It is home to numerous illustrious sculptures and fountains, one of the most notable being the historic Singing Fountain. Spanning across an artificial lake, the Singing Fountain is comprised of numerous customized jets that jump and sway in sync to a selection of hand-picked compositions while soaring up to 12 meters high. Being the oldest continuously inhabited city in Europe and one of the oldest cities in the world, Plovdiv is the cultural heart of Bulgaria. Only here you can see ancient history, beauty, lively spirit, and modern culture all blend into one. A city as old as Plovdiv will have a lot of history and much more to learn about. There are traces of ancient civilizations everywhere. It's a really great place to visit, and it's definitely worth the detour from Sofia. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more. Next time, we are taking you to Tunis, the capital city of Tunisia. Till then, keep on traveling. See ya!